When I first began practicing medicine over 25 years ago, I expected the biggest threats to my patients' health after 50 would be heart disease, cancer, or diabetes. But one of the most dangerous and most overlooked threats I saw again and again was glaucoma. It doesn't cause pain. It doesn't blur your vision in the early stages. It doesn't come with warning lights or sirens. Yet it quietly and permanently damages the optic nerve, slowly robbing people of their vision, especially Americans over 50. By the time most people realize they have glaucoma, they've already lost part of their vision, and they can't get it back. And that's what makes it so frightening. Glaucoma doesn't get much attention, yet it's the second leading cause of blindness in the United States, according to TA. That's why this article matters. If you're over 50, it's time to take glaucoma seriously, because unlike many other age-related conditions, you can't feel glaucoma coming on. There are no obvious symptoms in the early stages, and once vision is gone, it's gone for good. So let's break what glaucoma actually is, who's most at risk, why early detection is everything, and what you can do right now to protect your vision for the years ahead. As someone who's helped thousands of patients over the last 2 decades, I can tell you, your eyesight is too valuable to take for granted. What is glaucoma, and why is it so dangerous for adults over 50? Glaucoma is not just one condition, it's a group of progressive eye diseases that target the optic nerve, the vital pathway that sends visual information from your eyes to your brain. Without a healthy optic nerve, your brain simply can't see what your eyes are looking at. And that's where the danger lies. In most cases, glaucoma is caused by an abnormal buildup of pressure inside the eye, known as intraocular pressure. Over time, this pressure damages the delicate fibers of the optic nerve, slowly robbing you of your vision, often without warning. For Americans over the age of 50, glaucoma poses a serious threat to independence and quality of life. Vision loss can mean no longer driving, reading, or recognizing the faces of loved ones. And the worst part? In most cases, there are no early symptoms, no pain, no noticeable vision changes, no redness or irritation, just slow, silent damage. This is why glaucoma is often referred to as the silent thief of sight. By the time most people realize something's wrong, the damage is permanent. Studies show that by the time you notice vision loss, up to 40% of your optic nerve fibers may already be gone, and once they're gone, they can't be regenerated. Unlike cataracts, which are treatable with surgery, or dry eyes, which cause noticeable discomfort, glaucoma doesn't alert you to its presence. It starts by attacking your peripheral, side, vision, which is easy to miss in day-to-day life. As it progresses, that blind spot slowly closes in, creating tunnel vision, and in advanced stages, it can lead to total blindness. That's why adults over 50 must treat glaucoma with the same level of seriousness as heart disease or cancer. It may not be fatal, but it steals your ability to live fully, independently, and safely. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, and haven't had a full eye exam in the past 1 to 2 years, now is the time. Early detection is the only way to stop glaucoma before it causes irreversible damage. Who's most at risk after 50? Glaucoma can develop at any age, but the risk rises dramatically as we grow older. For Americans over 50, it's not just a possibility, it's a real and growing threat that deserves your full attention. Let's break down the key risks. Americans over the age of 50, especially after 60. The aging process naturally leads to structural changes in the eye, including reduced drainage efficiency of intraocular fluid. This can cause elevated eye pressure, the most common trigger for glaucoma. By the time you reach your 60s, your odds of developing glaucoma double with each passing decade. If you're in your 50s, it's time to start screening. If you're over 60, annual eye exams are not just recommended, they're essential for early detection. African Americans over 40. Research shows that African Americans are up to 6 times more likely to develop glaucoma than white Americans, and it tends to occur earlier and more aggressively. Vision loss can happen faster and may be more severe. If you're part of this demographic and over 40, consistent eye care should be a top health priority. People with a family history of glaucoma. Glaucoma runs in families. If your parents, grandparents, or siblings have been diagnosed, your risk increases significantly. Genetics play a powerful role, especially in primary open-angle glaucoma, the most common type. If glaucoma is part of your family history, even if you don't have symptoms, you should begin regular screenings by age 40 and never skip them after 50. Individuals with diabetes, high blood pressure, or cardiovascular disease. Chronic health conditions like type 2 diabetes and hypertension don't just harm your heart, they also damage the delicate blood vessels in your eyes. Poor circulation and inflammation can contribute to optic nerve damage and increased eye pressure. If you're managing any of these conditions, make sure your primary care physician and eye doctor are working together to protect your long-term vision. Long-term users of corticosteroids. If you've been using steroid medications, especially steroid eye drops, inhalers, or oral corticosteroids, for extended periods, your risk of developing glaucoma increases. These medications can raise intraocular pressure over time, sometimes without warning signs. If you rely on corticosteroids for chronic inflammation, asthma, or autoimmune conditions, ask your eye doctor to monitor your optic nerve regularly. If you fit into one or more of these groups, don't wait. Many Americans over 50 assume that if they're not experiencing vision problems, their eyes must be fine. But that's exactly why glaucoma is so dangerous. It progresses silently until irreversible damage is done. If you fall into any of these high-risk categories, make comprehensive eye exams part of your routine healthcare. Ask specifically for glaucoma screening, including pressure tests and optic nerve imaging. Track your results over time, and don't settle for quick vision checks at the pharmacy. Your eyesight is one of your most precious assets. Taking action now, before symptoms appear, could save it. How glaucoma silently steals your vision after 50. One of the most dangerous aspects of glaucoma, especially for adults over 50, is that it progresses silently. Unlike many other health issues, glaucoma doesn't start with sharp pain, redness, or sudden loss of vision. Instead, it creeps in slowly, often unnoticed for years. That's exactly what makes it so devastating. The most common form of the disease is called primary open-angle glaucoma. It develops gradually, beginning with a subtle loss of peripheral vision. You might not notice anything at first. You can still read, watch TV, and drive. But little by little, your field of vision begins to shrink, and you don't realize it until it's too late. In fact, by the time most people detect a real change in their sight, up to 40% of their optic nerve fibers may already be permanently damaged. And here's the harsh truth: vision lost to glaucoma cannot be restored. Once that nerve damage is done, it's irreversible. There's also a less common, but more dramatic, form known as angle closure glaucoma. This type strikes suddenly and is considered a medical emergency. It can cause intense eye pain, severe headaches, blurred vision, halos around lights, and even nausea. Without immediate treatment, it can lead to permanent blindness within days. Fortunately, angle closure glaucoma is rare, but the slow, creeping damage of primary open-angle glaucoma is far more common, and far more insidious. That's why glaucoma is often called the silent thief of sight. You feel nothing, you see nothing wrong, yet the disease is quietly robbing you of your vision day by day. If you're over 50, this is your wake-up call. Don't wait until your vision is compromised. By then, the damage may already be done. The only way to stop this silent vision killer in its tracks is through regular, comprehensive eye exams. The only way to catch glaucoma early, what every American over 50 needs to know. Glaucoma is one of the leading causes of irreversible blindness in the United States, and yet, millions of adults over 50 are walking around with it right now and don't even know it. Because it develops silently, without pain or obvious symptoms, until major vision loss has already occurred. So how can you protect yourself? There's only one proven, effective way to catch glaucoma early: a comprehensive dilated eye exam performed by an eye care professional. Let's be clear. This is not the basic vision test you get at the DMV or pharmacy kiosk. It's also not just reading letters off a chart. A real glaucoma screening involves advanced diagnostic tools and must be done by an optometrist or ophthalmologist. Here's what a proper glaucoma evaluation should include. Intraocular pressure measurement. This test measures the fluid pressure inside your eyes. Elevated intraocular pressure is one of the most important risk factors for glaucoma. But here's the catch: not everyone with high pressure has glaucoma, and not everyone with glaucoma has high pressure. That's why this is just one part of a full screening. Optic nerve imaging, OCT or fundus photography. Your optic nerve transmits visual signals from your eye to your brain. With glaucoma, this nerve slowly deteriorates. Modern imaging tools like optical coherence tomography create a high-resolution map of the optic nerve to detect early structural damage, often years before you notice any vision loss. Visual field testing. This test checks your side vision, which is typically the first to be affected by glaucoma. You'll look into a device and click a button when you see tiny lights appear. The machine then maps out any blind spots in your visual field, subtle losses you may not be consciously aware of. Eye angle evaluation, gonioscopy. This step allows the doctor to examine the drainage angle inside your eye, where fluid should exit. Some types of glaucoma, like angle closure glaucoma, can cause sudden and dangerous spikes in pressure if this angle becomes blocked. A gonioscopy helps determine whether your eye anatomy puts you at risk. How often should you get checked? If you're over 50, you should have a comprehensive, dilated eye exam at least once every 1 to 2 years, even if you think your vision is fine, because you won't feel glaucoma happening. Vision loss starts in your periphery. You can lose up to 40% of your visual field before you notice a problem. That's why catching it early, before symptoms appear, is the only way to preserve your vision. Bottom line for adults over 50. If you're 50 or older, you're in the age group most vulnerable to glaucoma. Don't wait for blurry vision, eye pain, or other symptoms. They often don't show up until it's too late. Make a dilated eye exam part of your regular health checkups, just like your colonoscopy or blood work. If you have a family history of glaucoma, diabetes, or are African American over 40, you should get checked even more frequently. Take action today. Protecting your sight starts with one simple step: book a real eye exam. It takes less than an hour, it's painless, and it might just save your vision. Your eyes are worth it. Can glaucoma be cured? Glaucoma cannot be cured. Once the optic nerve is damaged and vision is lost, there's no way to bring it back. That's why this disease is so dangerous, and why early detection is absolutely critical. But here's the good news: glaucoma can be managed, and for millions of Americans over 50, the right treatment can help preserve vision for decades. When caught in its early stages, modern medicine offers a wide range of tools to slow or even stop the progression of the disease. The goal is to reduce intraocular pressure and protect the optic nerve from further damage. Here are the most common and effective treatment options available. 1. Prescription eye drops. For most people, eye drops are the first line of defense. These medications help lower the pressure inside your eyes by either decreasing fluid production, or improving fluid drainage. You may need to use them once or several times a day, every day, for the rest of your life. Consistency is critical. Missing doses can quickly undo progress and allow damage to continue. 2. Oral medication. When eye drops alone aren't enough, your doctor may prescribe oral medication. These are usually taken in pill form and also work to reduce eye pressure. Some are used short-term, while others may be part of long-term therapy. It's important to monitor for side effects and stay in close contact with your ophthalmologist, especially if you have other health conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or kidney issues. 3. Laser therapy. Laser treatments have come a long way in recent years. A common procedure called laser trabeculoplasty uses focused light to help the eye drain fluid more effectively. It's usually quick, painless, and performed in the doctor's office. In many cases, laser therapy can reduce or eliminate the need for daily eye drops. However, results may fade over time, and repeat treatments may be necessary. 4. Surgical procedures. For more advanced cases, glaucoma surgery may be recommended. These procedures are designed to create new drainage pathways or implant small devices that help control eye pressure. Common options include creating a small flap to help fluid drain, tube shunt surgery, placing a tiny tube in the eye to redirect fluid, minimally invasive glaucoma surgery, a newer, less invasive approach with faster recovery. While surgery carries some risks, it can be a highly effective way to preserve vision, especially when medications and lasers aren't enough. The bottom line for adults over 50. If you're over 50, here's what you need to remember. Glaucoma may not be curable, but it is controllable. And the sooner it's diagnosed, the more vision you can save. The key is early intervention. Once damage is done, it's permanent. But with the right treatment plan, and regular follow-ups, you can stay ahead of this disease and protect your sight well into your later years. Schedule an eye exam today. Your vision is worth it. Everyday habits that protect your eyes after 50. If you're over 50, protecting your vision is not just about getting glasses, it's about making smart daily choices that support your eye health and help reduce your risk of developing serious conditions like glaucoma. While routine eye exams are essential, what you do every day plays a big role in preserving your eyesight long-term. Here are the habits I strongly recommend to all my patients over 50. 1. Wear UV protective sunglasses daily. The sun's ultraviolet rays don't just damage your skin, they can harm your eyes too. Long-term exposure to UV light can contribute to cataracts, macular degeneration, and and even worsen optic nerve damage linked to glaucoma. Choose sunglasses labeled 100% UVA/UVB protection and wear them whenever you're outside, even on cloudy days. Wraparound sunglasses or wide-brimmed hats offer even more protection. Exercise regularly to support eye pressure. Physical activity isn't just good for your heart, it's one of the best ways to naturally reduce intraocular pressure, a key factor in glaucoma progression. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise, like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, 5 days a week. Regular movement helps improve blood flow to the eyes and optic nerves. Avoid exercises that involve straining or holding your breath, like heavy lifting or certain yoga poses, as they can temporarily raise eye pressure. Limit caffeine to avoid eye pressure spikes. Many Americans love their coffee, but after 50, moderation matters. Research suggests that high doses of caffeine may raise intraocular pressure in people who are susceptible to glaucoma. Try to limit caffeine to no more than 1 to 2 cups of coffee per day, especially if you've already been diagnosed with elevated eye pressure. Switch to green tea. It contains antioxidants like catechins that may support overall eye health. Eat a vision-friendly diet. What you eat can make a real difference. Certain nutrients help protect your eyes from oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which play a role in age-related eye diseases. Focus on leafy greens, spinach, kale, collards, for lutein and zeaxanthin. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, for omega-3 fatty acids. Colorful carrots, bell peppers, sweet potatoes, for beta-carotene and vitamin C. Nuts and seeds for vitamin E and zinc. Follow the Mediterranean diet. It's one of the most eye-friendly and heart-healthy eating patterns, especially for older adults. Quit smoking. It's never too late. Smoking increases your risk of nearly every age-related eye disease, including glaucoma, cataracts, and macular degeneration. It damages blood vessels, reduces oxygen flow to the eyes, and accelerates optic nerve damage. If you smoke, talk to your doctor about nicotine replacement therapy or evidence-based quit programs. Quitting today can significantly reduce your risk of vision loss, even if you've smoked for decades. Many of my patients over 60 have successfully quit, and they often say they feel more energized and sleep better. Manage chronic conditions that affect eye health. Your eyes don't work in isolation, they're closely linked to your overall health. Uncontrolled diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol are all associated with a higher risk of glaucoma and other eye disorders. Monitor your blood pressure and blood sugar regularly. Take medications as prescribed. Follow up with your primary care provider. Keep cholesterol and inflammation under control through diet and movement. Studies show that people with well-managed diabetes have a significantly lower risk of diabetic retinopathy and glaucoma progression. Final word on eye habits after 50. These daily habits won't reverse glaucoma, but they can help slow its progression, preserve your existing vision, and reduce your risk of developing eye disease in the first place. Remember, vision loss from glaucoma is permanent, but with the right habits and early action, it's also largely preventable. Take care of your eyes the same way you take care of your heart or joints, because good vision is a critical part of healthy aging and independent living. Warning signs of glaucoma you should never ignore after 50. Glaucoma is a leading cause of vision loss among Americans over 50. Yet many remain unaware they have it because early symptoms are often subtle or non-existent. Detecting glaucoma early can save your sight. If you're experiencing any warning signs such as sudden vision loss, eye pain, halos around lights, headaches with eye strain, or tunnel vision, seek immediate professional help. Common warning signs of glaucoma in adults over 50. Sudden or gradual vision loss or blurring. Persistent eye pain or pressure. Seeing halos or colored rings around lights. Frequent headaches combined with eye strain. Loss of peripheral vision or experiencing tunnel vision. Ignoring these symptoms can lead to permanent vision impairment. Regular eye exams and early diagnosis are critical, especially for those over 50. As an eye health specialist with over 25 years of experience, I have treated many patients who lost their vision simply because glaucoma wasn't caught early enough. The good news is that glaucoma-related blindness is preventable with timely care. If you are over 50, don't wait until symptoms worsen. Schedule regular comprehensive eye exams, adopt vision-friendly lifestyle habits, and stay informed about glaucoma risks and prevention. Protecting your eyesight is essential for maintaining your independence and quality of life as you age. Remember, your vision is too valuable to ignore early warning signs.